Have you been considering purchasing a second home, maybe a beach house at the ocean that you can short-term rent? Do you know that most people don't realize that you can't legally rent out every second home in Virginia Beach? So let's clear that up right now before you fall in love with the wrong property. Before we go any further, I've got a quick disclaimer for you. I am not a CPA, an attorney, or a tax advisor. I'm simply sharing high-level ideas and real estate experience to help you think strategically. Of course, always check with the City of Virginia Beach, a CPA, and an attorney before making any financial or legal decisions. All right, now that we got that out of the way, I'm Lisa Moisen with Atlantic Sotheby's International Realty and Living Life in Virginia Beach. I specialize in helping people turn their beach home dreams right into smart investment decisions right here in Virginia Beach and Sandbridge. So the big question is, can you short-term rent your second home in Virginia Beach? The answer is not everywhere and not automatically. Virginia Beach has specific zoning districts, short-term rental overlays, permit requirements with occupancy, parking, and even some tax rules. Just because you buy a condo or a house near the ocean does not mean that you can operate it as a short-term rental. And honestly, this is where buyers get their hearts broken. They picture sunsets and rental income, summer vacations, and then find out that the community that they are looking in doesn't allow short-term rentals or the city won't approve it. Now here's the good news. There are areas where short-term rentals are realistic, including Sandbridge, which has a large portion of Sandbridge is within a special service district where short-term rentals are permitted with a proper zoning permit or tax registration. The Oceanfront Resort District and overlay areas have certain streets and buildings near the oceanfront corridor that also allow short-term rentals through zoning overlays and the conditional use permits. Now, these are areas where your second home can also become a higher performing investment property if you buy strategically. A lot of buyers start with this mindset of a second home as a place that they can use personally, but then also rent it out a bit. And you can do that if you buy in the right zone, but there's a huge difference between a true second home and a property that actually operates like an investment or a short-term rental for tax and financing purposes. Now, this matters when you're thinking about long-term wealth, rental potential, and something like a 1031 tax-deferred exchange later on. Before moving to Virginia Beach, I was selling real estate in Colorado, and one of my favorite stories is this beautiful couple. I ended up being with them for years from Texas, who came to me wanting to buy a second home in Breckenridge. We toured properties and we found one. It was already being used as a successful short-term rental. So they decided, all right, we thought about it. Let's go ahead and shift our thinking and treat this like an investment that we can still enjoy. So they bought it, they rented it, they used it personally, and even let their employees come and stay there when they came into town. And it was perfect for them. And until about 5 years later, they decided that they really wanted to upgrade. And because it was an investment property, they were able to use a 1031 exchange, meaning that they sold their property and then rolled their gains into the next one without paying all the capital gains taxes up front. It was such a smart move. But real quick, what is a 1031 tax-deferred exchange? It's a tool investors use to sell an investment property to buy another investment property and defer the tax gains instead of paying them immediately. It's not for personal or second homes, it's for properties held as investments. And that's why planning early matters. If you think you might want to upgrade later, buying in the right area and treating it as an investment from the start can create big opportunities later. And here's how you can apply this strategy locally. Buy in an STR-friendly zone like Sandbridge, the oceanfront areas that do allow that. Make sure your condo buildings have established STR policies. And this is where my expertise comes in. There are some amazing properties that allow short-term rentals here in Virginia Beach. In fact, there's this one condo complex right here at the oceanfront of Virginia Beach, and the rental numbers are great. They have great numbers, but they also have a really strong occupancy rate year-round. And every unit there has a view directly of the ocean. It's super cool. I love this place. Now, many owners offset their mortgage and HOA costs this way, but you must track your income and expenses properly if you ever want to use a 1031 to trade up into a bigger beach place later. You've got to be intentional. think long term. Some buyers start with a condo and then they use that 1031 exchange to upgrade into a home that they really want in only a few years. Now, if this topic has you thinking, could I get a beach house that pays for itself or even offsets its cost when I'm not there? Or which neighborhoods actually even allow short-term rentals? That's exactly what I help my clients figure out every day. So please, you're welcome to follow me at Living Life in Virginia Beach. I share a lot of insider tips, local zoning info, and even behind the scenes tours that help buyers feel more confident before they ever even start shopping. And I do love talking about whether second homes or investment properties make sense for my clients. So feel free to reach out. I'd love to jump into a conversation with you. It's one of my favorite things to do. Thanks for spending time with me today. If you want to know more about Virginia Beach or Sandbridge, insight from neighborhoods to short-term rentals to investment tips, feel free to click the subscribe button, hit that bell, follow along. I would love for you to join me next time. I'm Lisa Moisen with Atlantic Sotheby's International Realty, and I will see you on the next one. But until then, be blessed.